We ready to roll?
Broadcasting live from the internet, it's Tuesday night, and this is the Panels on Pages podcast.
Big boys playing with big toys.
This is quality content.
The boomers are into it.
Hey man, I just show up.
With your hosts, Lee Rodriguez,
I am a visionary. Like, oh, you have a podcast? I'm like, no, that's not me. That's somebody else.
Jason Nyes,
Yeah, sure. I'm not getting any vegetables in my diet. I'm just a thick boy.
Jose Guzman,
Is Jose on the show tonight?
He says he's coming.
It's like Elton John all over again, just minus the death threats.
Kelly Harris,
Reach your hand in your pants there, big boy. That's not me. I don't sound like that anymore.
and our good buddy Mahoney.
And Mahoney's here. What's up, Mahoney?
We can do just glorious, wonderful things on our phones, people.
No one's ever done anything like this before.
It's gonna be massive.
It's going to be great. I mean, obviously, I think it'll be great.
And it's all killer, no filler.
My seat's on fire! Your dick's so hot!
Come on. It's so good.
It's pretty good. It's there. It's reliable. You know what you're getting every single time.
Man, I'm so glad you found us.
You're all terrible people, and I'm glad you're my friend.
Put that in the intro.
That's really funny.
Over 500 episodes, and you'd think they'd have the hang of it by now.
It seems like the concept that would run its course very quickly. What is going on, everybody? We're back. Tuesday, May 6th, 2025, and this is episode number 682 of the Panels on Pages podcast. I am your host, the Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez. Joining me tonight, we got Mr. Jason Nyes.
Over 680 episodes, and we still don't have the hang of it.
Kelly Harris is here. What's up, Kelly?
R.I.P. Skype.
Oh, what?
Oh.
That's wild.
And then that's it. Fucking 3-man booth tonight. Fuck it. Just, yeah, you're only the A team, you know what I'm saying? But,
Oh, burn.
shots fired. Shots fired.
Got him.
I have confirmed. I have put eyes on Jose. He is alive.
Oh, okay. Have you touched
good.
him? Like, if you laid a hand
I
on
did
him to
touch
see that it
him. I
wasn't like
did touch
a
him.
mirage? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't a cardboard cutout with like a voice chip.
Yeah.
Seen him, touched him with my own damn eyes.
Okay.
And-
Okay. Whew, good.
Mahoney is on his way home, or today he was on his way home from a family Disney trip. So, of course, all he's going to be doing is rotting, you know, because you don't want to do anything after that.
Yeah.
So, I understand.
So, yeah. But, you know, there's plenty to talk about as it turns out. So, they
Sure,
picked a great week
weeks.
to skip.
Yeah, we missed your birthday week. We were fortnighting, I think. So, happy 40th.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Congrats.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, fucking yeah. So I'm 40 now, and we instead of
man.
doing but instead of doing a big party or something, because I'm not a big partier these days, we decided we are gonna go on a cruise. Goat and I both turned 40 this year, so the couple's going on a cruise, kid free.
Hell yeah.
Damn week.
Nice.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Doing the Virgin Cruise line, so it's just there's no kids on the boat at all. So it's gonna be super dope.
No kids, all virgins.
Yeah. Giggity. No. So she wasn't about to have nothing happen. So of course they had to at least go and have dinner. And so we had a reservation at really good sushi place, a couple towns over. It's excellent stuff. And the first thing that happened in the morning was I came out and she decorated a little bit, and she was wearing a t-shirt with me on it. Because my dad had recently brought back like a bunch of stuff that was from my mom's house. He'd gone through the attic and such. And included in that delivery was a box of like old pictures and stuff, right? And up until then, like my kids thought I just like, you know, grew out of the wall like a grown adult, right? 'Cause there's no
Yeah, of
actual
course.
visual evidence of me as a child because we don't go anywhere where they see that. And, you know, not like today when there will never be a person born after 2001 that didn't know everything about every fucking step of their life. It's weird. But they were quite taken by these excellent, might I say, photographs, including one when I was in like 3rd or 4th grade or some shit. And it's, so it's 1990, let's say 4, right? And you know what kind of awesome photo game they were bringing to school photos in 1994, right? So this thing had like a really weird like blue sky background, and then like the prop, if you want to call it that. I'm trying to think of what better way to call it, because it was a prop, was like a waist high picket fence. And I shit you not. And so the pose is, you put like your back elbow on the fucking picket fence and your hand over there. You're kind of leaning against the picket fence and you take your pictures. Okay,
you're kind of doing like a fucking Charlie Brown and Linus at the fence, the gimmick. Yeah,
exactly. Straight up. Yeah, kind of that thing. And no, you were leaning against the fence, so the whole front, the whole free out. So your elbow is like kind of on back, and you're kind of leaning against like that, right?
Oh, so like a schoolyard bully.
Yeah, exactly. A schoolyard bully. Like, I'm gonna fucking shake you down. I'm doing it right now, but you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I kept doing it every time I was explaining it, and I'm like, why aren't they fucking getting this? But what they like more than anything, and more than the setting, more than my voluminous hair at that age, was this amazing shirt I was rocking at the time. White shirt. Airbrush graphics, right? Fucking airbrush Red Ranger on it.
Hell yeah.
Dope as shit, right?
From the fair.
Straight up. And so they busted balls. That is the only childhood photo of me that made it from out of that box onto the wall, by the way. like that's the one, right? And that was the photo that was on the shirt that Nicole was wearing when I got up the morning of my birthday. So that's funny. Oh, that's really fucking cute, right? And so then we get to the restaurant, and my friends Jamie and Tab are already there, and they too are wearing t-shirts with the shirt photo on it. And I said, oh no. And fucking Jax pulls off his hoodie, and Jax is wearing a shirt with the photo with me. I said, oh, god damn it. Cut to everybody gets there, and it's a table full of fucking people wearing shirts with me on it as a child, and I realized that must be what it's like to like have your own cult. and then Nicole's like, here, open your present, and I open it up, and it's a white airbrush graphics t-shirt with a fucking red Power Ranger.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking surreal is what it was. It was very fucking funny though. It was great. My wife don't do nothing small.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't do half measures.
Yeah, I mean, you're lucky that the fucking server didn't walk up to the table wearing one of those shirts.
Oh yeah,
the valet.
Yeah.
She kept.
The chef comes out of the kitchen.
She kept being like, that's the last one. And I go, no, it's not. You're fucking lying. The last 3 have been the last ones.
Amazing.
It was pretty great.
There was another dinner. Was it for your daughter's prom weekend that you guys did the, what was it? Like a mystery dinner theater thing?
It's called House of Cards.
It was a magician, yes.
Yeah. Well, it's a fucking really cool place. It's in the basement of the Johnny Cash Museum, right? There's not even like signage out front for it. It's like a speakeasy thing.
That's cool.
Yeah, and it's like a top tier steakhouse, Wagyu beef, like real legit shit. And then there's like a half-hour performance in a small theater off the dining room, and then before the show, after the show, whatever, like all the time basically they have 3 dudes rocking close-up magic on the floor, and so you can just kind of hang out all fucking night, drink and smoke cigars and watch magic. It's pretty cool. A really dope place. Really, really fucking neat. But yeah, we went there for we had gotten a gift certificate for Nicole's parents a while back, and we finally were able to take them, and so we took them up there, and it was pretty fucking wild, y'all. Pretty fucking wild. But my favorite part, and wild just because the stories that I can't share on the air, good times. But what I can share is we're sitting there and we're looking to order, and again, it's a fancy joint, right? Like they have shit that's like not on the menu, fucking fancy joint. But on the menu is the A5 Japanese Wagyu, like, you put it in your mouth and it melts like fucking butter beef, right? For $48 an ounce. So they're not fucking around with this Wagyu. Now, also on the menu, you got a New York strip. You got a fucking 8-ounce filet. And the 8-ounce filet is like $60, right? So nice chunk of meat, right? And so we're looking at the menu, talking it over, whatever, and I said, oh shit, this A5 is like $48 an ounce. That's wild as shit. My brother-in-law, because it was me and my wife, her sister, her husband, her parents. And I say that, and he goes, oh my God, like an ounce? I go, yeah, that's fucking crazy. So we had that moment, right, where we looked at each other and we commented on this being a $48 an ounce situation. I got this amazing New York strip of this Australian Wagyu instead. It was delicious. It was still like $120. It was expensive as shit, but good chunk of meat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, a special occasion. You don't do that all the time, but it's fancy. We're having a fancy night. So we have our fancy night, and then the bill comes, and Josh shits his pants because his bill was like $800.
Oh my God.
Because when he ordered his meal, he said, I'd like the 8-ounce filet. And then I don't know, because she says, she's like, okay, 8-ounce filet. And then I don't know why he did it, because we had the moment, we discussed it, and he just goes, yeah, the A5. And so,
Oh.
What you supposed to do? Be like, you sure you can, whatever?
Yeah,
like, no,
yeah.
maybe, order,
maybe check in. Maybe be like, sir, so just to confirm, you want the A5 8-ounce filet?
No, she read the order back to us. Like, so there was definitely, he heard it at least once, right? But, and I didn't see that happen. I don't know what the fuck, I don't know what happened or how he made that mistake. But I do wish I had gotten to see the moment where it clicked, because I had to go pee because I was about to piss myself laughing anyway. And so his wife is losing her shit. He is so confused. He doesn't know what's happening. And Nicole is like, as well, right? Because it's fucking preposterous what's happening here. And then he's looking at the receipt, trying to figure like itemizing shit down. And he goes, and then she hears him under his breath go, fucking what? 48? Oh, fuck, 8 times 48 is, oh, shit. I cannot imagine getting an $800 fucking dinner bill you were not expecting to get.
Right.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare.
Oh,
so the bill was was like 800, you said?
Yeah.
Because 8 times 48 is only $384.
Right. But he also had, a bunch of cocktails and a couple of sides. And
yeah, there was
like
still
so it wasn't like
$400 worth of shit on that bill, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. So it was so much.
That better be the best fucking steak he's ever had.
It really was. That's the thing, is like the whole time he was like, oh my God. Like, he's even like, he's like, you want to try it?
He didn't realize how much it was going to cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Or there was a little part of his brain that did. And it was just like, you enjoy this, little guy.
You know what? Sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. Get the fucking fancy meat. Go for it. Treat yourself, But, yeah, and he at one point he was like, oh my God, you got to try a piece of this. And I didn't, because I have my own and it's fine. And I've had, the A5 before, whatever. But man, I wish I had taken the bite of it So I could have been like, oh shit, I guess I owe you $12.
Yeah.
Fucking wild, y'all. Absolutely wild. Yeah. Such adventures, man. Other than that, I've been reorganizing all my shit again. I think the anxiety monster is getting on me, and so that means I got to control the chaos a little bit. So what I've done, you see now, is I had this like one of those cube containers, and it was just full of like sandwich bags full of like hands and fists and shit, whatever. So now I got like a rack system with drawers for like beads and shit.
Yes.
And those are now categorized, and inside of those are small bags, like lumping shit together, and all the bags are labeled, and the drawers are going to be put into a fucking database that I can have when I know when I want to find shit, where I can find it.
Oh, hell yeah. My
and
nipples
I have to stop
are
talking
hard.
to you guys because I can only get so erect.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like it's pretty intense. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, that's the next level stuff right there.
Yeah. Because I was taking some pictures the other day and realized as I was putting away this murder cabin diorama thing that I'd built for the Mezco Alistair Gangrene figure. I don't mind telling you, it came out fucking dope. It looked cool as shit and was scary and is awesome. So I'll tell you right now, that shit was cool as hell.
Lee's Toy Shots on Instagram. Follow.
Yeah. And I was taking it down after the shoot, and I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks, man, 'cause this is really cool. I wish, I had somewhere to put it. And then I'm like, dipshit, this is your house. You can put it wherever the fuck you want to put it, man. Like, what are you talking about, And then I thought, but, there's stuff on all the places. This is a big thing, right? And it's like, well, what if you take some of that shit and put it away? And that place will be open. And I had a whole revelation, right? Like a whole process, like gears turning into place. And I'm like, oh, shit, I can fucking start over if I wanted to. And so,
you could have a whole wall of scenes.
What a revelation, So yeah, exactly. Like like fill those IKEA cubes up with like individual little scenes and setups, or whatever. That kind of keep it fresh and creative, and kind of have these things that I build exist somewhere else at least for a little while. Not just snip and put them away. It'd be kind of fun. It'd be cool.
Yep, that's the dream.
Yep. So I'm never gonna sleep again. Because it's one of those things where now that it started, I don't want to do anything but that, because the more I do it, the faster I can be done with it and move on. And
think of how good you'll sleep when you're done.
Exactly. And what am I supposed to do? Take a break like a fucking chump? What? No, that's not. Mom didn't raise no quitter. Let's raise one quitter. But I'm not the one that was. It's not me. Not me. I'm not that one. So stay tuned for updates on that, because it's going to be just some real shelf porn when I'm finished. Like all these, it's going to be so organized, you guys. Oh, God, so organized. I'm so rad.
Oh, man. Just think of all the magnets you could use.
Oh, hell yeah, dog. I did some magnets on this guy. The murder cabin had some magnets. It was pretty cool. But some stuff I would have done differently for sure, but it was a learning experience. First thing I ever built from scratch like that. So it came out looking pretty fucking solid. And all the stuff that I don't like about it, I can easily hide. So I was like, hey, now I know what not to do fucking next time. So pretty cool.
Look forward to it.
Very exciting. What you got going on, Nice?
Shit, man. Oh, God. Oh, did you hear that?
Yes.
We sure did, bud.
That was wild.
I don't know what that was.
Shit, man. Nope, it's gone. Watching some things. So before the show, we were talking about...
There are so many things.
We were talking about the new season of The Rehearsal a little bit. So Lee is not totally caught up, but Kelly did preface...
You can speak freely. It's totally fine.
No,
my own
absolutely
fault.
No,
not.
Okay.
The most recent episode, I don't want to ruin that for anyone.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay.
In fact, Kelly made it better because he said something to the effect of, one of the wildest things I've ever seen on TV, or something, or just this most recent episode of The Rehearsal is wild. Just something.
Yeah, I
innocuous.
called it a masterpiece.
Yes, a masterpiece. So when Kelly says some shit like that, I know that I'm in for a treat. And boy, howdy.
Kelly's the one who turned us on to it in the first place.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Kelly was flying the rehearsal flag from the very beginning. So he was an early adopter.
So are you 1 episode in, 2 episodes in, Lee?
I'm 1 episode in, so I know like the premise,
Mhm.
right? So yeah.
I love the bit where he's like, okay, so I'm very serious about this topic. Like, I'm fascinated with airline disasters. I think I could do some good, but also
the hook is, if you don't know, the rehearsal that he's starting off with this year, God knows where it's going to end, because the first season ended in such a radically different place. But this rehearsal at least is about plane crashes due to pilot error, specifically where the co-pilot either did or tried to interject and the pilot shut him down. Catastrophe strikes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the idea. So they're trying to find ways to mitigate around that, and maybe put some kind of training in place or whatever. So it's like the serious shit.
Yeah, that old school FAA guy was looking at his stuff, and he's like, "Wow, I think you might be onto something here."
Yeah.
And one of my favorite.
Yeah, he's
bits,
like, he was the head of like the TSA or safety shit for decades. Like he's the guy,
But the bit where Nathan Fielder's talking about how it's a noble cause. Like, I feel like I could help in this situation, but also HBO is expecting a comedy series. So it's like, yeah, that's the real the razor's edge right there, isn't it? And you know what? It is definitely a comedy series.
It sure is. But it's also terrifying at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's why I said, no matter how this ends, it's either we're going to feel a lot better about flying, or we're going to feel in so much danger.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think if there's anything we need more of right now, it's the feeling of imminent danger.
Yeah.
They're really good energy to put out in the world. So really hopefully you're right, Kelly, and it does have a happy ending, and we'll feel better.
Righteous Gemstones finished up this past week. We've been loving that.
Oh shit! Knives sent me for my birthday this incredible Uncle Baby Billy T-shirt. It is,
brother,
god awful.
I said to myself that we were gonna take it easy on doing birthday presents for everybody this year, because it adds up after a while, and
sure, yeah, of course.
Oh yeah.
But then I fucking see this thing. I see this thing. It's Lee's 40th birthday coming up, and it's like, I don't know. But then it just kept coming back to me. It kept coming back to me like a boomerang. I'm like, all right, Lee, what's your shirt size?
It's so rad. It's ugly. It's so fucking great.
I just got
a bunch of different Uncle Baby Billies from different angles and shit.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
The style is very reminiscent of like that No Limit Soldier type T-shirt album cover where they did the Cody one.
Make them say,
I got 2 that are Luke Skywalker and Anakin Skywalker in the same kind of style. Just crazy big font that just says Skywalker. But yeah, wild season. Good ending.
And this is the end, right?
Yeah,
the end. Yeah,
the end. And then
they don't drag. Most of those Rough House shows go for 4 seasons and they kind of move on. I think Vice Principals might only had 3.
I keep getting clips of Vice Principals served to me because I'm interacting with Gemstone stuff.
Sure.
Oh, that show's so good.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to start Vice Principals.
Oh, you didn't see it when it was out?
I've seen like an episode on a plane, and I enjoyed it. Just never kept up with it. But the fact
again, it's just Walton Goggins. It's an incredible performance as like Danny McBride's great, but he just does the Danny McBride guy, So they're all very interchangeable. No disrespect, but it's the fucking truth. But the shit that Walton Goggins does as this Weasley, effeminate psychopath, so crazy. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Look forward to it. And then last week or the week before started new season of Andor. So we've been keeping up with that. It's 3 episodes every week that take place a year apart. So it's like tiny little side quests leading up to, the events of Rogue One. To the point.
Wait, say again. What is it? 3 episodes?
So the premiere started with 3 episodes that take place over the course of a couple days, and then the next 3 episodes take place a year later, and then so on and so forth. So it's
okay.
4 BBY, 3 BBY, 2 BBY, 1 BBY.
No shit.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
It's pretty wild. And then we've just recently
a doomsday clock on every character you fell in love with.
Yeah, we started rewatching season 1 just kind of to have something on. So we've been catching up while watching new episodes, and it's pretty cool, man. I like Star Wars. We watched a whole lot of Star Wars this past weekend. Played Star Wars Fortnite. It was a good time.
Really like what they're doing with Star Wars, man. Like, I don't know, just the trying to think how to put words into it. Like, it's a big galaxy, you know what I mean? Like, and you can tell so many stories, so many kinds of stories, that just are of the same world, but not at all connected. Like, it's so clever how they can do something like, the Obi-Wan show, which is fucking about Obi-Wan Kenobi, so that's pretty in there, right? And then they also got the fucking Skeleton Crew, which it's Space Goonies.
Yeah, which is completely disconnected from anything.
Yeah, and all the Mandalorian shit's very much on its own thing. But also, if you really like the cartoon, well, you're gonna touch on that a little bit too, But it's a space western, It's so great, good stuff, man.
That Mandalorian movie,
and I like that they're not making it all they're not making it all like required reading,
right?
Which is a very smart way to do it.
Yeah, I had a couple moments at Thunderbolts where I was like, should I have seen Captain America to understand this bit?
Wouldn't hurt.
There was a moment where I was like, I bet they explained this in Captain America. But also I hope they didn't.
What moment is that?
The congressman.
Right. And then the whole thing at the end about the name rights.
Yeah. Well, we'll save that for a minute. We'll save it for later.
Right.
We're gonna go full spoiler in a minute.
Okay. So shit. What else was it? We were talking about Andor. I was saying that Mandalorian movie next year is probably gonna be fucking huge. I don't know. Well,
I'm there. I mean, I'm there day one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say how that'll do in box office because, it is a spin-off of a TV show.
Right, but one of the bigger TV shows.
Yeah.
Recent.
But I think a lot of it, for a lot of this stuff, because people are, of course, I don't know if you know this or not, but Thunderbolts didn't make like $700 billion in cure cancer. So
right.
It's an objective failure, right? So, and I think that's not at all necessarily indicative of the quality of that movie or the awareness of that movie or even the desire to see that movie. Because people know that all this shit, all of it is going to be available to stream on some shit they've already got or for $3, some shit like that within 90 days, maybe less. Like shit. If it's not 90 days, it's for something like a Thunderbolts. right? Like Moana 2, like something that has legs, right? That's 3 months, right? A lot of just regular old normal ass movies like that Drop, that movie about the chick in the restaurant with getting the messages to kill her date or whatever. Like we wouldn't see it when it came out. We have the Regal Movie Pass or whatever. I want to say like 4 weeks later you could watch it on Amazon. You know, so there's you can't tell me that doesn't factor in, you know.
It's gotta.
You know,
it has to, you know.
We looked into it, and Captain America isn't supposed to be on Disney Plus until either end of this month or next month.
Yeah, because it had legs. You know, it was actually out for a minute. And also, if they start doing that, right, to where you can go see Thunderbolts, but you didn't see Captain America, and it's not streaming yet, so you kind of feel like an asshole, right? So that means the next time they put out Captain America, you should probably go see it, right?
Right.
You don't want to feel like an asshole and not know the next thing because you skipped out on it, you know? Like, I see you over there. I see what you're doing. Clever pricks.
I wonder what the last Marvel movie it was that we had all seen basically opening weekend. You know, it's just the three of us on this show, so it makes it kind of easy. But it's probably maybe fucking Endgame.
It's been a minute.
Maybe Guardians 3.
Guardians
I think that's
3,
one that everybody
yeah.
really wanted to see.
Yeah.
'Cause like that, and that's a really good
The
one.
Spider-Man
Yeah.
movies we always probably saw opening weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like Thunderbolts opening weekend was not on my radar until my buddy Liam in Australia was just like, "Hey, Thunderbolts is must see. Get out there unspoiled." Because he saw it, well, what was for us Thursday morning.
Yeah, sure.
So I was like, "Oh shit, you haven't been really positive on a Marvel thing in a while." Okay.
Yeah, I mean it was you guys saying that it was good that got me out to see it.
No, it's the best one they've done in a minute. Really,
Yeah.
really good. Really, really good. So what else you got going on, Kelly? What's happening?
Not much. You know, on whatever app you'd use for things and you see ads and you get those ads for the fucking games where it's like, hey, look at all these colored screws in these objects and you have to take them out.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I downloaded one of those games. I'm currently playing it as we speak.
Nice.
I am stupid and I hate it, but I also love it. I just like pulling out the little screws. So I've been doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if I've been served that ad before.
Yeah, I got it served enough times to where I was like, you know, I bet that's actually kind of fun. Turns out it is.
I just always expect any mobile game that's getting advertised to me is a fucking scam.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I'm
they're
sure the one that
harvesting.
Kelly's playing right now is a scam. I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
But,
100%.
but you
They're.
know,
I'm
you're
somehow
download-
like farming Bitcoin for them or some shit.
Oh my god.
yeah, right. Yeah, they're leeching off like 0.2% of the memory off of every phone that it's installed on or some shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I
Other than
really haven't been up to much lately.
Blockchain, I think.
Yeah, I'm blockchaining.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure that's what it is.
Yeah,
Don't correct me.
chain the blocks.
No one. Don't go. No, fucking. It's fine.
For years, I
Chain the
assumed
blocks.
blockchain was just like a thing you used on Twitter to like block a bunch of people at once.
I am 100% serious when I tell you the first time I heard blockchain, I thought that was a rapper's name.
Oh, that's a good rapper name.
Blockchain.
I like that.
I'm like, wait, no, it's a computer thing? Oh, that's nowhere near as fun.
Big ass heavy fucking cube hanging from his neck.
Yeah, like a
Yep.
fucking cinder block.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, I thought this is not the first time I thought about this. This is a brand new thought experiment for you. I've had this for years.
The man has a vision, and it is
Yeah.
blockchain.
I'll just wait till it becomes a vigilante. swinging
Take-
that.
He takes that blockchain
around,
off and
pocket full.
fucking swings it over his head like Mjolnir.
Hell yeah.
Blockchain was the original name they were gonna go with on Atlanta, and then they went with Paperboy.
Fuck yeah, Paperboy. fucking blockchain. Copyright Lee Nyes and Kelly.
I still seeing
Claim.
Paperboy in Eternals and being like, "Holy shit, is that Paperboy?"
Right? And then you're like, wait, is that Paperboy? Wait, is that Paperboy crying in Hiroshima? What the fuck is this movie?
Yep, that is the exact response I had to that.
Oh, what a weird fucking movie that is.
It really is.
Hey
Doesn't
guys,
make
this
a
just
lick of
in.
sense.
Breaking news.
Oh,
This just in from the PCN News
Oh.
Desk.
I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story.
Headline: I want to rebrand. Hawk Tua makes public return at Vegas poker tournament.
you don't say.
You know, gotta say, didn't know she went away.
Oh, she went away because she did a fucking crypto pump and dump.
Oh yeah. I remember hearing about that.
I don't
And I
know
was
how
like-
that works, but I really wish I could do one.
Yeah,
My
because I remember
assumption-
seeing people being like, "Damn, I really believed in the integrity of Hawk Tua."
Hawk Tua coin, yeah. My understanding of a pump and dump meme coin scam is you're launching a coin, you're a notable person like a Hawk Tua or a President Donald Trump or what have you.
Co-host of a mediocre podcast. Keep going. Yes.
Yeah. You're launching this coin to big acclaim, and a lot of people are going to buy it because they want to be in on the next big thing, right? So they sell a bunch of this fucking coin off, and then they completely devalue it, and then walk off with your money, basically.
Yeah, see, but none of those words make sense.
Yeah.
So I hear what you're saying, but what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
one of those things, you know? Like, what?
I think it's just
'Cause I'll tell you right now, I would fucking launch a MagaCon coin tomorrow if I knew how, okay? I would do it in a second and fleece those fuckers for everything and dip. Like, in a heartbeat.
All right. I'm gonna send Mahoney an invite right now. Tell him to get on. He knows what to do. He knows
Oh,
he
that's
knows about
true,
the
he
fake
does.
criminal money.
I forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess he kind of does, doesn't he? That'll be a recurring, we'll have a Crypto Bro segment now. It's going to be great. You guys are going to be so dope. Just wait. Popcoin's going to be huge.
Remember NFTs?
Yeah.
Boy, do I.
I think of NFTs every time I see the starting lineup NBA figures at Ollie's.
Which, if I'm mistaken, at least the ones that I got had no anything indicating that there was an NFT component to them.
Well, yeah, I feel like originally they were only available for online purchase, and that's how you got your NFT.
Oh, okay. They were only on Pulse or something. I
Yeah.
guess you're probably right.
And then
yeah,
no
that's
one
right. There's
bought
Pulse.
them, and then they just got dumped at Ollie's.
That's right. They were only on Pulse. That's right.
Did I tell you guys one
Everyone bought
time?
the LeBron, and that's it.
One time, me and Mary were at Ollie's and just looking around the game section, and we found a board game that simulated the 2008 presidential race between Barack Obama and John McCain. And it was a board game. And it was
Someone thought
made.
they were gonna get rich on that.
It was made in 2008, and it's still on the shelves.
At my local Ollie's, I found a sealed box of Mega Man Battle Network trading card game cards.
amazing.
Like,
Someone found that in a warehouse.
how? How? You know, like how? Wild as fuck. All right. We're going to go into full-on spoiler-ass territory now for
Yeah.
Thunderbolts asterisks. If by some chance you have not seen it or haven't been spoiled by just being alive, you know, we're going to give you a chance to back out. Love you, bye.
You didn't. You went to buy your tickets on Fandango and saw the new poster on accident.
Yeah, yeah, right.
Oh, I have not seen this new poster.
Yeah, so they're basically like replacing a lot of the signage and the posters with, you know, asterisks on the top left, the new Avengers. So when you go to log on, you can like go to buy a ticket and it's like, hey, fucking new Avengers.
Like they
But
were
yeah.
just posting up, like changing billboards in California.
Yeah. Like a whole thing, which I genius. I really think
Huh.
it's brilliant. Like it's a great hook. Again, incentivizes people to get out there the first weekend next time so they don't get
Yeah.
spoiled. You know, shit like that. But it was also a really fun fucking reveal. I really enjoyed that little moment.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Because it's like, okay, I know we are, fucking 17 years into the MCU. So a lot of the criticisms about the difference between the continuity from the comics to the movies, those arguments have been long made. But, you know, Thunderbolts was a very, very specific thing in the comics, right? It was a team of villains undercover as a hero team. And
But that's the first iteration of the
sure, yeah. I know that.
there've been many versions of it since then. That's more like what's in the movie.
Yes, Thunderbolts
Yeah.
in the comics has eventually evolved into its own Suicide Squad type setup with a bunch of villains or disgraced heroes teaming up, doing wet work and shit. But my point being, so these aren't really the Thunderbolts. And then they're not even the Thunderbolts for a whole movie.
Yeah.
Now, so there's no Thunderbolts anymore. Also,
Right.
in the comics originally, when they were the Masters of Evil, were they the Thunderbolts because of General Thunderbolt Ross, or am I making that up?
No,
in my
that's
head?
for Justice Like Lightning, the Thunderbolts.
Okay, so were they ever?
But oddly
called-
enough, their first appearance is in the Hulk.
Yes, right.
were they ever called the Thunderbolts because of Ross, or was that like a
I
fan?
mean, Red Hulk was on the team for a minute, but I think it's just a coincidence.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a theory that that's why they were going to be called the Thunderbolts in the MCU, is because of Thunderbolt Ross.
Yeah, I thought that the asterisk had something to do with Captain America, right? And that was to be something for like that we hear something after that movie came out that they'd explain the asterisks or whatever. But what they did was way better. I'm super into it.
I never even considered that the asterisk was something other than that they're all just kind of asterisks, right?
That's kind of what I didn't think it was actually going to get any kind of explanation.
It's so wild, though.
You guys, do you even fucking grammar, you guys? Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, like I know grammar.
Jesus.
I know. It's also funny to think about that it doesn't matter because all this is going to get wiped away in the next couple of years anyhow, right? So they could do
Even odds.
like who gives a shit, right? I mean,
But what they did though is they kind of like they married together the Thunderbolts concept
yes.
with the New Avengers
Mhm.
because the debut of the New Avengers in Bendis' run is what integrated Sentry into the main universe again.
That's
Like-
true, yeah.
You know, so I mean, the New Avengers fits more than people want to admit it. You know, and I even like the bit where they go back to the tower, and the tower is like the Avengers Tower is all fucked up and like not quite finished yet because they're trying to make it the Sentry Watch Tower, and that happened in the comics too. When he came back into like the consciousness and people remembered the Sentry, the Sentry's watchtower was smack dab where Avengers Tower was growing out of the top of it. So it's, the Sentry shit was really well done for a character that's so as wonky as the Sentry. I think it's the best version of the Sentry story was in that movie. I think it's the best version I've seen.
It was wild how little he was in the yellow suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Literally that one scene.
That one fucking awesome scene.
It was pretty cool.
Was so good.
It was so cool. This massive, fake, oneer, but a oneer where he kicked the shit out of the entire team over and over again, and it just barely has to do anything. It's such a good display of that.
He's
power.
like,
it's excellent.
Come on, guys, just surrender.
Yeah, come on, knock it off. What are we doing here?
I love.
What are we doing here?
I got back into comics right around the new Avengers, Mighty Avengers. Like Mighty Avengers #1, I think was one of my first books back, and one of the first books like I followed for a while. So fucking love those teams, love Sentry. I'm so stoked that they got in the line about the power of 1,000 exploding suns.
Yeah, the Golden Guardian of Good,
I did wish he would have thrown someone into the sun. Oh, who was it? Was it Ghost that he throws out of the window of the tower and then brings her back in? I thought she was fucking gone. Or maybe it was Alexi.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
I thought he was gone. Into the sun.
Speaking of fucking R.I.P. Taskmaster.
Was that actress ever on set? Or was she paid for her likeness and they fucking CGI'd that shit onto a Taskmaster body?
You could tell me either one, then I would believe you. And honestly, it doesn't matter.
Right. But
for this instance, it does not matter.
Up until that point, the Taskmaster shit was fucking cool. That whole bit with all of them fighting each other was great. I became a fan of John Walker in this movie.
Yes,
kind of.
Yes.
Like he was really good. Like, sure, like an asshole, but played it very interestingly. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, just
because he's not just like a total asshole. There is something to that character where he's like, he is redeemable.
Yes, and I think that's true of all of them, and I think that's what makes it interesting. Like, and I think that's why this one is so good. It's because, and so so much better than some of the other ones lately. Is that it's a character piece, and that's what brought him to the game, really.
Yes, it's a movie about something.
Yes,
it's not just about the superheroes doing superhero shit. It's about depression at the end of the day,
and like mental health. Like they defeat the final boss in this movie with the power of friendship, and it doesn't suck. Okay, like it makes sense and is kind of beautiful.
Like in all honesty, the biggest influence on this movie, I would wager, is fucking Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Go on.
That is a franchise which on its outside is about giant robots. That is another series about depression. And there is flat out scenes in the most recent movie they put out that they lifted for this movie when they're fighting through all the various rooms.
Interesting.
That is from the most recent Eva movie, where it's Shinji fighting his dad.
It also reminds me of
that's
Hell from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I fully expected there to be a moment in that movie where everyone kind of just stood there and clapped for the Sentry and told him congratulations, like it happens at the end of the original series of Ava.
I love that they could have
What
gone.
an awesome connection to make.
They could have gone two directions with Alexei with Red Guardian. They could have had him be like bowing up to Winter Soldier and to U.S. Agent, but instead they just made him like a fucking super soldier fangirl who is just finally like, oh yes, you are also super soldier. We are friends now.
Yeah, a super soldier fangirl and also everyone's dad.
Yes.
At the same time. Like, he's fucking awesome. Red Guardian is so good.
And he could have just been a joke character the entire
absolutely.
time when he's actually the emotional core of the team.
Yeah. Interesting. They're all interesting, and I love this version of Yelena and how Florence Pugh plays her is fantastic. Like, love the way
She's
that
so good.
everything about her Yelena is excellent. And she has so many good monologues and scenes, and you give a shit. You know what I mean? And by the time the movie's over, like, you give a shit about all of them, and that's kind of wild.
Except for you, Ghost.
See, you kind of give a shit about Ghost.
I give it like I would say the least interesting character by the end is fucking Bucky.
Oh yeah,
yeah, and that's saying something.
Yeah.
Like Bucky is in this movie just so they could be like, all right, we at least need one guy from the movies. They can't all be from the TV shows.
Yeah.
Well, that and also like that is also a stalwart of Thunderbolts. Is even like when they are the anti-heroes or whatever, the reformed villains. There's always somebody that's legit, like kind of herding the sheep a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's clever. They really nailed it. Like I said, it's the perfect kind of jive of New Avengers and Thunderbolts. Very cool.
It is very wild to watch it with Julie Louis-Dreyfus as that character.
He's so good.
But then you're just like, oh, this was absolutely supposed to be Norman Osborn at some point. Or it very much feels like this could have been Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
I guess so. But it's also pretty Valentina shit. Like, she's like, very Nick Fury-esque is this Valentina.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like someone was just like, what if we can get Veep in the show?
Yeah. It kept reminding me of Norman Osborn.
Well,
even the company Oxcorp. Whenever they say
I thought you said
Oscorp.
Oscorp the first time. I really did.
Damn.
It could be just that maybe she works cheaper than Samuel L. Jackson. It could be that, Maybe that's why it's her instead of him.
Yeah.
I think she's great.
There'd be
She's
points
so
where
cool.
she'd be like dressing down her assistant, and I'd be waiting for her to throw in something crude or disgusting, like Selena Meyer would say in Veep, and it just never came. 'Cause she's playing it the same fucking way.
Yeah. I loved when she was gonna go in and talk to Sentry, and she's like wearing the thing. She's like, "Am I looking nurturing? Do I look nurturing?"
Yes.
Very nurturing. Okay, I have I feel like this is a cool little mental exercise.
Okay.
Or maybe it's just an observation. I don't know. So, there has to be a non-zero number of people that were turned into black soot by the
Go
void.
on. Yep.
Were present at the Battle of New York.
Yep.
And then also dusted in the snap.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's gotta fuck with you.
Yeah.
Imagine
Welcome to
being
Marvel,
part
New
of
York City.
being part of 3 9/11s.
Oh my god. Yeah, like you move. You have to move.
Right.
But you know what? But there's always that one guy that's like, I fucking born in New York. I'm gonna die in New York. Probably a few times.
If you got snapped, you probably lost your rent control apartment. So
that's also
you
that.
might
right?
have had to move uptown or something like that. But yeah, if you're still in the tri-state area, you kind of got what you asked for, right?
We gotta ask Tito if he would move.
But I guess all those people survived. They just had to face their darkest fears for however long that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I came back to, right? Because like when Yelena went in, I'm like, oh shit, okay, well they're not gonna kill Yelena for sure. Okay, but she's not like special. So she's going through, oh my god, that poor little girl. Oh no! Oh no! And then they start coming back and they're just staggering around the background like everyone's like, oh fuck.
When they
Really fucked up. Super dark.
Yeah, when they dusted that little girl, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!"
And the void was so scary looking.
Oh, it was so good.
You're like,
just the
so
pinprick
cool.
eyes.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
searching
So
for like a feature or something, but no, there's nothing.
No, just the bare hint of an outline and those beady little red eyes.
Yeah.
Super fucking scary.
Yeah,
Really cool.
the absence of light. It was perfect.
I don't know
super cool.
I don't know the actor if he's been in other things, but did you guys remember that it was supposed to be Steven Yeun was supposed to be Sentry
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, that's
from
right.
Walking Dead? Yeah.
Huh.
You know, I can't see it now. This guy did it. Like he
No.
was great.
He was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never
No, he was
seen this
great.
dude before.
No, he had like a bit part. Like I think he's Bill Pullman's son, I believe. And so
Oh
he had
god damn it!
he had a
we got
cameo
Bill
in
Pullman's
Twister.
son and Kurt Russell's son in the same fucking movie. God fucking
sure
damn
did,
it.
guys.
Oh
Sure
yeah,
did.
Lewis Pullman.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All them nepo babies hanging out making superhero pictures. But yeah,
Why
then got to the like one of the meatiest post-credit scenes we've had in a bit too. Like some something to hang around for.
Mm-hmm.
Where it cuts through in time like a little over a year or something, and they're a team and whatever because they got fucking tricked into becoming Avengers instead of murdering like they wanted to. And they're talking about Sam's team, so I've had the same thought you did. I'm like, oh shit, is Sam's team gonna be the mighty Avengers? They're gonna go for it,
Right.
like do it. Pretty cool.
Yeah, so is Sam well, they didn't really say that Sam has a team, did they? Or he was just disputing the naming rights.
No, I think he said something about a team.
Okay,
If I'm not
so
mistaken.
who would be Sam's team? Would it be and then two questions. Who would be on Sam's team, and is Young Avengers a third separate team?
Very well could be,
Possibly.
yeah. Because Kamala wants that so bad she can't stand it.
Right, and then you add Kate Bishop to that.
Yeah. So so Sam would have Ant-Man for sure.
Hulk. Is
Hulk,
still
Carol.
Avengerine?
Yeah.
What's that?
Is Hulk still Avengerine?
I mean, he showed up in She-Hulk most recently. And,
Right.
With his kid, which we
Ooh.
never got
Kid,
a
yeah.
follow up on.
She-Hulk. Add She-Hulk to the Mighty Avengers, please.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so fucking
Because
great.
actually, Hulk's probably in space doing shit at the
like
moment.
dad shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you fucking
Right.
put She-Hulk in this one, and then have Hulk come in the next one. Fucking reunite the whole damn team. Get a whole Hulk family going on. That'd be dope as hell.
I mean, I have a feeling if these Thunderbolts are indeed the new Avengers, then they are going to get fucking wiped out in the first 10 minutes of Doomsday, right?
I hope not.
Absolutely
Yeah, I hope
obliterated.
No.
I think the real Avengers should get obliterated, and then these dickheads have to beat Doctor
Right?
Doom.
Yeah, exactly. Like he implodes Captain Marvel in on her own asshole, and John
Well,
Walker's
especially
like,
'cause- Presumably, they're going to be the first to make contact with the Fantastic Four.
yeah, these guys will meet the Fantastic Four first because sounds like the Fantastic Four come while Sam and his team are already out in space doing shit,
Yeah.
which would imply Captain Marvel, shit like that. So it's really smart.
I missed that Sam and his team are in space.
Yeah, well, they were talking about how, like, Yelena was bitching about how they're talking about how they want to use the name, whatever, and she says something like, and now she's like, now there's this crazy space thing that they're not talking to us about happening, and we're down here like losers and shit, and that's when the alarm goes off.
I assumed that the crazy space thing was the Fantastic Four.
No, I don't think so. That's the vibe I got. The vibe I got was that was a whole separate gimmick.
I assumed it was like a rip in the space time continuum, and then
that's what the alarm
they
said. The alarm was talking about some space time shit, some interdimensional shit. So they're gonna come. So that means the Fantastic Four is gonna land, and the Best of B teams is gonna be the first one that they meet. While Captain America's in space.
The moment everyone waited for all these 17 years of the MCU is Ben Grimm meeting Red Guardian.
Yep. Fuck yes.
I'm wondering if, because I've been since seeing the movie, I've been reading the original Sentry comics.
Love it.
And Reed Richards is a big part of his story. So I'm wondering if Reed's gonna run into Sentry and be like, "Holy shit, I know you, Robert."
Yeah, that'd be pretty wild.
Kind of like figure out how to help him control his powers.
And I'm very interested to see that interaction, and I would like to see Sentry and Hulk interact, because that was the thing too, where like when the Hulk is this like mountain of rage, like nothing can calm him down, just like being near the Sentry calms Hulk the fuck out.
Yeah,
so that could be kind of cool to see that. Yeah.
So yeah, I mentioned it in our private chat, but the goddamn credits spoiled the end credit scene for me. Just sitting there, just reading the credits. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, look at all this music. Oh, the Fantastic Four theme. What the fuck? I don't remember the Fantastic Four theme being in. Oh, god damn it.
Yep, that happened to me too.
The same thing happened when we went to see. I took the kids to see the Minecraft movie, which I do not understand why it is successful. It's not that good. But like the last name in the credits, everybody's hanging around to see if there's a post-credits thing. The last thing in the credits was Alex Body Double. So it's spoiled that the Alex, who was the girl from Minecraft, now lives in Steve's old house. And so fucking ruined it for everybody who read Alex Body Double. Doesn't even have a face in the movie.
Is it Jack Black in a dress?
No, it's some redhead. Or, a person in a red wig. Who knows? Who's to say, really? But you just see the door open. It's like the back of her head. And the door opens towards Steve. So you don't actually ever see her face. And then she's like, oh, yeah, hey, I'm Steve. It's like, I'm Alex. And everybody's like, oh, my God. And I'm like, I knew that was going to happen because I read the credits. You fucking dumb babies.
That's a real glurp shitto moment.
I love me a glurp shitto.
As someone that knows
glurp shitto, what are you
absolutely
talking about?
Nothing about Minecraft, you could be like, "Oh my god, Alex," and I'd be like, fucking A right, buddy."
Lee, Glup Shitto was a viral tweet where someone talks about every time there's a Star Wars thing, someone's like, "Oh, Glup Shitto showed up." So Glup Shitto is now shorthand for obscure expanded universe character that shows up in a Star Wars thing for a half a second.
Gotcha. That's pretty good.
And it's definitely a Star Wars name, Glup Shitto.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Glurp Shitto is just a perfect Star Wars name.
I can't bash a Glurp Shitto with some Jedi parts right now.
I enjoyed Thunderbolts. I'm not as big on it as you guys are, but I tell you what, fucking gave me goosebumps is that Fantastic Four trailer on the big screen. So
it looks really good.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
It looks really good. This is like the third time maybe I've seen the Superman trailer on the big screen, and man, I just don't know.
Oh shit, I didn't get that trailer.
No, I didn't get that either.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've watched that.
I want it to be good. I really want it to be good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm confident.
There's so much, but there's just so much shit in this trailer. Like so much.
And that
shit.
kind of makes me more excited for it because I do think that James Gunn can handle it.
And different for a Superman movie. You know, Superman is usually Superman, Lois, Lex, the end.
Yeah. But I mean, just what we got? Fucking, we got a Green Lantern, we got a Hot Girl, we got a Metamorpho, we got Mr. Terrific fucking around. We
Crypto.
Yep.
Yeah.
And see, I don't think all of them will be like major players in the movie. I think a lot of them will just kind of be there to like hint at like, look, the DC universe is alive and well. We're not even we're not doing a setup thing.
Right.
It's just
right.
the universe is established. We are jumping in head first.
I like it.
Which is the way to go, I think.
Yeah, it's a different way for sure. I don't say that like on my behalf, like, oh, I don't know, because like I know what the fuck these characters are. My thing is I don't know how. If I don't know who Mr. Terrific is, and I see this dude with a big black T on his face with no context, like what the hell is this guy about? And am I curious about this? Or I don't know.
I don't know. I think we're well past that. You know, we've had
I hope so.
three Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
I want to be successful.
We just spent how much time talking about the Sentry?
Right.
That's true. That's true. But the Sentry was also like the one new one. You know, among a bunch of other shit that people were already familiar with. I don't know. I hope it's great, you know, and I hope it does really well. I think it looks very cool. Like I'm way into how it looks. It just looks hopeful.
Yeah,
it's great.
Like let's do a
side by side.
Like Superman, you know, he looks like Superman. You know, like even that. I really liked that the CW show, the Superman and Lois show. But even on that show, they desaturated the fuck out of his suit. It's like, no, it's supposed to be bright, gaudy blue. Like that's the whole point, you know. Like it's that way for a reason, you know. I'm into it. I think it's great. I like the way it looks magnificent. I hope it's great. I really do.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited for it. Now, Lee, you and I also saw another movie.
What was that? What you got?
We saw Sinners.
Oh, fuck. Yes, we saw Sinners. Yeah, that was last week as well. Sinners, man, I hate that you had a different experience than I did because like Sinners is the substance of this year for me. Like it left a real strong impression on me. Like I was talking about that one for a few days after I saw it. I really, really enjoyed it. Kelly, not so much with the enjoying of the Sinners.
I find it to be a mostly enjoyable but also very flawed movie. Because I wasn't expecting a musical. I had no idea it was a musical going in.
See,
I'm not down with a musical.
Here's the thing. I didn't know that either, but I was super into it when it happened. I'm like, all right, I'm fucking into this. Let's go. You know, I didn't. No, but I was into that. But
really checked me out was when Homeboy is doing a jig. I was just like, I have had enough.
Really?
Y'all need to cool it with this. It made sense to me when it was like performances up on stage and stuff. I'm like, all right, that's fine. But homie's just in the forest doing river dance, and I was like, no.
I'm not gonna say that I didn't go, oh, okay, all right. That did catch me off guard. That was a weird one because again, there wasn't a whole lot of context for that. Other than he was just really upset he didn't get to party too.
Yeah.
So he was like, you won't let me come in and party with y'all? I'll fucking throw my own party over here with fucking fancy feet. Look at me go.
And like there were parts of it in the movie, like in the early goings, and I'm just like, they're just doing a from dusk till dawn. And then they did a from dusk till dawn, and I was like, they fucking just did a from dusk till dawn.
It's like a reverse from dusk till dawn.
How?
Well, I mean, because like the vampires are coming to them.
That's
because then from dusk till dawn they went to the vampires. You see.
Yeah, but they didn't know they were going to the vampires. It's still it doesn't seem like a vampire movie until it is a vampire movie thing.
That is incredibly true. You're right. For as much as I love From Dusk Till Dawn, I didn't actually make the comparison, but you're exactly right. Not only is it not a vampire movie until it's a vampire movie, but it's a crime movie, and then it's a vampire movie.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, it is entirely the structure of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah, kind of. Except Kelly, as good as From Dusk Till Dawn is, and let the record show, From Dusk Till Dawn is fucking dope.
Amazing. Top 5 vampire movies.
It has, you know what Sinners has, Nyes, that From Dusk Till Dawn does not? A scene where a bunch of Klansmen get shot to fucking death.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my favorite scene in the whole movie.
Mine too. Pretty great, actually. It was pretty good.
When that happened, I was like, God damn it, that's what the whole movie should have been.
Just black vampires murdering Klansmen.
Yes.
Oh. Fucking wild.
Bunch of Blackulas.
Yeah, and just, I don't know.
Bunch of
There's
Blackulas.
one thing that bothered me about the movie is it feels like a movie that went through a bunch of different drafts and they didn't all get reconciled with each other. Because they clearly set up the Chekhov's gun of the barn or whatever they're in burning down in that whole like song through time or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And that never pays off. But it does a tiny bit when the woman has the Molotov cocktail that only like burns a door and 2 people. Where it's like, okay, the barn was definitely supposed to burn down at one point in this script, and that's when they wrote their death scene. But then they're like, well, how do we work that in without burning the barn down?
Like, we only got one barn. Don't want to set it on fire. I don't know. We had very different experiences, man. Because I walked out of that movie thinking it was just shy of perfect. No notes. I had a fucking blast with it, man.
No, I've seen so many people saying that, and I just watched it. I'm like, I don't know, this is fine, I guess.
Hey, man,
like,
no accounting for taste.
I honestly enjoyed it more before it was a vampire movie and it was just a crime movie.
It was very good because Michael B. Jordan gives not one but 2 fucking phenomenal performances in this movie.
He's incredible in that movie.
He's amazing in this fucking movie. And the effects are really good too. Like the first scene where you see the brothers together, which they're the Smokestack twins. They have real names, but they don't use them very often. But they just call one of them called Smoke, one's called Stack. So that's how they tell them apart. But the first time you see them together, they're both, leaning against this car, waiting for these dudes to roll up. And just to be like, check this shit out, right? The first scene where they're together, they're like passing cigarettes back and forth to each other, just like that. Like making contact one another. The shot's not breaking, kind of shit.
Showing
I'm like,
off.
Okay, I see you, Ryan Coogler.
But you know what? I wasn't impressed by that because literally earlier that day I had watched an episode of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and Guy Fieri handed himself some food.
Well, that's not a special effect. That's just Guy Fieri's superpowers.
Yeah.
It's like when he uneats that hot dog.
Yeah.
This is the year of, one dude playing multiple dudes, though. It's crazy because this came out this year. Mickey 17 is out, which is fantastic if you haven't seen it. It's on digital now. If you can watch it at home. Mickey 17 is tremendous.
Yeah, it was only available in theaters for about 2.5 days, so I missed it.
I saw it the first day, and I'm glad that I did because that was about the only chance. It was there for a cup of coffee and bounced. But to be fair, that's a weird fucking movie. It's not for everybody. And then there was some De Niro picture where he plays 2 guys. Like it's like I remember I was at the theater for Mickey 17, and at the theater for Mickey 17 there was previews for Sinners and this De Niro movie, and I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
I bet De Niro playing 2 De Niros, you could really tell the difference between them.
Oh yeah.
You talking to me? You talking to me? Hey! It's my Robert De Niro.
But nah, man, Michael B. Jordan is great in this movie. Haley Steinfeld is great in this fucking movie. Like, everyone's great. Like, it's
Also,
just,
is this the horniest movie that I've ever seen
it's
where I didn't
real horny. It's
where I
real
didn't
horny.
see a
This
titty?
movie. Yeah, real horny, nary a titty.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it
What
is
are
a
we
real
doing?
horny movie. You're not wrong. But yeah, nary a titty.
I think we're gonna see less of that in mainstream movies.
Bullshit.
You know what we're seeing a lot more of? Dicks. Dicks are the
That's
new
true.
tits. Dicks showing up all the time.
There's a dick in almost every episode of Righteous Gemstones this season.
Yeah, and nary a titty.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's ever been any boobs on Righteous Gemstone, but plenty of hogs.
Dude ass.
You know why though? It's because dicks are funny.
Funny.
That's why.
Amazingly funny.
Yeah. Wieners are funny. Wieners always gonna be funny. Tits, not funny. Tits are nice. People like tits. Wieners, no one likes a wiener. They're silly.
But tits
Make you
can
chuckle.
be funny.
Yeah, they can be funny. You gotta put like googly eyes on them though. I'm glad Kelly liked that one. So, check out Sinners. Your mileage will apparently vary, and that's nice. I'm glad not everybody likes all the same shit. Good. Celebrate our differences and shit.
If I'm
unless you're an
motivated-
asshole.
If I'm motivated enough, I might go see that tomorrow.
Go good. Yeah, good looking movie too. Goddamn.
Yeah.
Like it's real solid.
They've
So
been
maybe,
promoting it as an Avengers level theatrical experience.
Man, I don't know about all that.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
I don't know about all that.
Then you guys said that there were post-credit scenes, and I'm like, oh, that's what they mean. They
Oh,
mean
maybe that
okay.
is what they mean.
they mean you gotta see it so that you don't get spoiled. It's a big go to the theater
post-credit
type
scene
event.
is really fucking cool though. Like it's really cool.
Yeah, the mid-credits scene is awesome.
Oh, that's right. That was the mid-credit scene, I guess, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What the fuck was the end? Was there an end? one?
It was just a song, and I was like, God damn it, another fucking one of
Another
these?
fucking song. I walked past the Sinners Theater, and there was some cool ass song playing.
Yeah, it's wild. Like I said, the music is almost a character of the movie all by itself in a weird way. It's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Kelly, not so much, but I had a pretty good time with it.
I think if I knew going in that it was essentially a musical, I would have been more okay with it, but I don't like being jump scared by a musical.
They've been doing that a lot lately, where they're hiding the fact that a movie is a musical from people. Mean Girls was a musical, they didn't tell people. Wicked was a musical, and they didn't tell people.
Wait, there
And
was
also
a Mean Girls movie?
There was a Mean Girls musical movie.
What?
Yeah,
I somehow missed this in happening
It's
at
a
all.
movie based on the Broadway musical,
Which is based on the movie.
other movie.
yeah.
Wild. I was
Yeah.
not even aware that existed.
Yeah, the Mean Girl snake is eating the Mean Girl tail, but it's fun as fuck. But it's also easy to not know it's a musical. All right, let's run this fucking bird, man. Go check out the movies. There's lots of stuff. Lots of things. I'm going to try to watch, get caught up on some rehearsal between now and next week, because it sounds like it's some wild shit.
There's
And
the
I'm
one
gonna-
shot from like the season trailer where it appears Nathan Fielder is sitting on a bed and two people on stilts come into the room, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot wait for this. And it fucking delivers, boy.
Fantastic. All right. So we'll be back next time at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at youtube.com/panelsonpages for Jason Nyes and Kelly Harris and our buddies, Jose Mahoney, wherever the fuck they are. I'm Lord Reverend Lee Rodriguez.
They're both
Talk to
home.
You guys. We don't know that. We're assuming they're home.
I know for a fact they're both home. Oh shit,
Do we
there's
know?
Jose.
Oh, there he is. Oh, fuck. I'm glad he was able to show up. Okay, cool. Waiting on you, Goose. All right. Night. Love you. Bye-bye.
You fucking Google ass bitch.
Fucking Google something.
Holy shit. You fucking Google ass bitch.
I didn't want to say it.
What are you, some kind of bitch?
Whoa.
You fucking
Google ass bitch. Why you keep bugging us, YouTube?
You fucking Google ass bitch.
That's it. Show's over. We're done.